In this segment of Suffolk Headlines, we attend an afternoon conversation series at the Phillips Dawson House to hear the Chrysler Museum of Art's program entitled Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. The Suffolk Public Library, in partnership with the Suffolk Dansman Historical Society, continued a series of conversations at the Phillips Dawson House on Tuesday, August 23rd. This afternoon conversation series featured the internationally renowned Chrysler Museum of Art. Community Engagement Manager Michael Berlucci presented the program Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow, which helped the audience learn about the museum's past, their present, and the vision of their future.
So this is the Chrysler Museum as it stood in the early 30s. So the Norfolk Museum of Arts and Sciences was created in 1933. That's when the building was created, but the effort to create the museum was initiated years before that. And the reason it was initiated was because, as many great movements begin, a group of women, female educators, got together and decided that our community was lacking in cultural institutions. And they felt that Norfolk and Hampton Roads in general needed to have a museum, or really a cultural institution that could be a center of knowledge, a center of learning, and they began to create a collection. And so over time they got the community involved, they got key influential stakeholders involved, and they were able to create relatively small collection of art objects and also science objects. And then in the 30s began to build this institution that we know of now as the Chrysler Museum of Art in Norfolk, near Norfolk, Norfolk's Ghent neighborhood, and of course near downtown, sort of right on the border there, on the Hague, the famous Hague that we know floods all the time now. You probably see it more in the news for flooding than for the Chrysler, but you can see construction of the building there, and you can even see, those of you, we're all familiar with the building, so we can even see the kind of the beginning of what are hallmark, trademark elements of the Chrysler, our famous arches that are in what now we call Huber Court. So that architecture, that Italian, Italianate Renaissance style architecture is emerging even from the beginning. So that's the 30s. So you're talking about the Norfolk Museum of Arts and Sciences in the 30s. But Walter Chrysler collected this incredible collection. His wife called her old friend, Roy Martin, who they went to school together, and said, I think we can maybe put a deal together. And Roy Martin jumped all over it. And you might know more about that story than I do.
Had a lot of convincing to do.
That's what I understand. And after much convincing, including naming the iconic, the famous Chrysler Hall in downtown Norfolk, the Performing Arts Center, for Mr. Chrysler to sweeten the pot. Walter donated, we call him Walter around the Chrysler, he donated his collection of tens of thousands of objects to the Norfolk Museum of Arts and Sciences, which immediately then became known as the Chrysler Museum of Art. And that was 1971. So when you walk around the museum, there are what we call in the museum world accession numbers. So that's, each object has a number. So it's the year it was acquired and then some numbers after that. So almost everything in the Chrysler is 71 dot something, something, something. So the next time you visit, take a look at that label and you'll see that 71, 71. And that's the year that everything changed. And I think that I could make a convincing argument, but I'll spare you all today, that gift to Norfolk and really to Hampton Roads changed cultural life. It really presented Hampton Roads as a community that cared about arts and culture, that supported arts and culture, and established a long legacy, in particular for the city of Norfolk, but really in Hampton Roads, of supporting the arts. So you've seen shortly thereafter Virginia Opera, Virginia Symphony, all kinds of performing arts and visual arts are emerging and really thriving in Norfolk and Hampton Roads as a result of this incredible gift. And that's a legacy, in addition to the museum itself, that I think Walter Chrysler would really be proud of, and frankly I'm really grateful for.
Thanks for watching this segment of Suffolk Headlines.